There's a difference between taking a picture and capturing a feeling, and that's what this series is about, creating moody, emotional images that tell a story. Wepa, Richie here. In this first episode of Capture the Mood, we are gonna be covering the basic camera settings when your goal is atmosphere, not just accuracy. Forget getting lost in every dial and menu that you have on your camera. We're just gonna be focusing on aperture, shutter speed, and ISO. And we're gonna start with the aperture. When you have a wide aperture to take a shot, let's say 1.8 for example, you're gonna have dreamy, soft backgrounds because there's more light entering through the lens. And this is perfect for isolating subjects. Now we're gonna be talking about shutter speed. And with shutter speed, you can do two things. First, if you have a slow shutter speed, you can capture movement. Think about those pictures that you see when they're trying to capture the movement of the waves, just to make it that misty movement that you see at the bottom of an image when they're taking the picture. That you can do it with a long exposure that has to do with a slow shutter speed, because you leave the camera more time taking that picture. On the other hand, if you just want to take a picture where you want to freeze the frame, like you don't want any of the movement and you just want to eliminate it all, you just have a high shutter speed so that you can capture that movement. So both of them are going to affect the way the moment feels. Lastly, we're going to mention ISO. And what is ISO exactly? That just describes the sensitivity to light that the sensor in your camera is going to have. You can keep it low for clean, rich shadows, but if you take it too high, your mood is gonna turn to mush. So you have to remember that settings aren't just technical, they're gonna shape the emotion that you have in your picture. If you have a foggy morning, you would like to capture it slowly so that you can get all that mist and those shadows that you have. If you have a dramatic sky, you can probably lower the ISO so that you can take that picture to its most dramatic level. Let the scene guide your settings and not the other way around. And remember, you can take pictures in auto mode. A lot of people do it. That's okay. Some people always mention that it's kind of a taboo and you shouldn't do it and whatever. But if that works for you, keep doing it. Who are we to judge? On the other hand, if you want to create more consistency and give your style to your images, try manual mode. It's gonna work great for you. Because if you want control over light and the mood overall of your image, you can't let the camera decide. Because the camera doesn't really know you and doesn't know exactly what you want. It's gonna give you only what it feels that is right. So start with what feels right for you. Once you get the hang of the camera and you know its settings and all the things that were difficult at the beginning, you can then start to explore. And when you start to explore, you start to create your own style and give your images your touch. And that's what's gonna separate you from everyone else. So if you like what you see, wait for the next video, because in the next one, we're gonna be talking about composition and how it can shape your images completely. I'm gonna be leaving the video there for today, so like, comment, share, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram. I'm gonna add it here so that you can see how I put this into practice. And as always, nos vemos en la próxima.